Ongoing series, Diagnosis Debt, delves into the problems you've been having with medical costs piling up. How many times have you gotten a medical bill, then received an insurance statement, and the two just simply don't match up?
A lot of us have been there. 5 on Your Side investigator Jonathan Walsh joins us now. So, Jonathan, for one Solon man, this was just too tough to figure out.
Paperwork mix-ups happen all too often, guys. And for Bill Weigel, the learning curve was steep, and so was his bill.
And I started, with the fever, and I started shivering, and thought, this is not right.
65-year-old Bill Weigel from Solon was at work in May of 2018, felt terrible, so he went to the emergency room. His fever?
It came down, but it wouldn't break.
He was hospitalized for days until
It was determined that I had E. coli in my blood.
doctors dripped in some antibiotics, and after a week sent him home.
That's when the fun began.
Statements came flooding in with all kinds of dollar amounts, including a price tag of $18,500. Bill tells us the hospital sent his bills to Anthem Insurance instead of the third-party billing firm.
Everybody sees that Anthem, and they said it's a common thing to have the charts sent to Anthem.
Bill tells us with information bouncing between the companies, he was stuck in the middle of a billing nightmare. So he took matters into his own hands, literally.
I went down and got my chart out of the records and then shipped it off to him in Boise, Idaho.
Bill tells us he's learned quite a lot about the insurance process. One thing, you have to be your own advocate. Ask questions at your open enrollment for health insurance.
How is the bills paid? Who pays them? What type of insurance is it?
Our goal and our mission is to be a source of reliable information.
Amy Bach is the co-founder of the national nonprofit United Policyholders based in San Francisco.
Insurance companies are nothing like the ads. They're not, your friend. They're a business.
And with that in mind, UP designed a website to empower consumers with all kinds of information on handling insurance issues like negotiating.
Have your facts straight, have your arguments strong, have your documentation accessible.
Like telling your story as concisely as possible.
Be clear about what it is you want, why you want it, and why you're entitled to it.
Like controlling your feelings of frustration.
Try not to be too emotional, but make it clear that you are the squeaky wheel that's going to get paid.
In a late development, after Bill had already spent more than a year on these problems, on the very day that 5 on Your Side investigators contacted Anthem, later that day, Bill found out his charges were wiped clean. Now he's looking towards the future, unlike when that bill was hanging over his head.
You really can't plan moving on to supposedly bigger and better things, like retirement.
We have contacted Anthem. It says it's looking into Bill's case. Meanwhile, Bill tells us one of the best things that you can do is write down details of your hospital stay to help build your argument against those charges. I'm 5 on Your Side investigator Jonathan Walsh.
Gotta document everything. Thank you, Jonathan. And if you want to share your medical billing problems with our 5 on Your Side investigators, go to our website, news5cleveland.com, and click on the Diagnosis Debt tab, or you can always email us at investigatortips@wews.com.